Okay, so I just saw the Bob's Burger movie. I understand the movie has been out for a while, but I decided to see it just due to the fact that I have been hearing about it being a really funny show. Now, just in context, I have not seen the series. No, I have never seen a single episode of the show, though I have heard that it's really funny and it's made by the same guy who made Archer. And you know what? Cool. I understand there's a fan base for it, and I understand Bob's Burgers and Archer are really funny shows, even having the main character have the same voice. But okay, so what do I think of this movie? Is it good for people to, go see it, even if you're not a fan of the series? I mean, I think so. That's what I personally think. Because, so, like I said, I've never seen an episode of the show. So, but I at least know what these characters are. It's about a guy who, decides that he's going to have a job in a burger joint just to support his family and stuff. And from what I understand, maybe there's some characters that are never in the show, or maybe these are all the characters from the show. I could be wrong. So it involves, husband and wife with three kids. One of them voiced by a male, and one probably recognizable voice who I'm sorry if I don't remember the name, but she was the voice of Mabel from Gravity Falls. So I do want to say that she's basically the best part about the movie. The basic story of the movie, without too much spoilers, is that Bob's Burgers is just having another regular day, and for some odd reason, they cannot pay for, their month's worth of rent. So then they ask, the landlord to see if they can try to, avoid the rent money at least a while until they can pay off their debt. But then a giant hole appears in front of their restaurant, and, they discover, and then one of the characters discovers that there's a dead body there, and supposedly there was a murder mystery, and then their landlord is framed for it. It's that kind of regular. It's just very stupid, ridiculous stuff that honestly I feel like this world would preoccupy. But so, what do I like about this movie, and what I feel maybe a non-fan wouldn't get into? So, for one thing, I think I'm very aware that the Bob's Burgers show is not a musical. I don't know if it's a musical, but I am betting only for this movie it's a musical. So there's a bunch of songs in these movies, and I think, in my personal opinion, the funniest moments in the movie are just the musical moments. Seriously, I didn't expect Bob's Burgers to be a musical. I expected kind of like an adult comedy, basically like The Simpsons, and, just having that, nothing more than that. But surprisingly, the Bob's Burgers movie ends up becoming funny. There are some moments, but I feel like it's not laugh out loud funny. I don't know if the show is laugh out funny. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I know for a fact that this movie wasn't as much funny. Though, to be fair, like I said, maybe maybe the idea is that they put more effort into the songs than they did the actual characters of it. But to be fair, I think the characters are really good. I do like the main characters. Maybe they are somewhat selfish in a sense, but I do feel they work at, they're really nice family. I feel like, they care about each other. They care about their well-beings, they try to help each other out, but they just say things, and they say funny things, and understandably you start to understand. I feel like you get the understanding of these characters when you're watching them. You don't, like I said, I feel like if you watch the show, it'd be way, way funnier to know what, these characters are. But to me, I felt like I knew them enough. I felt like I knew them well. Like I said, there are really, really good and funny moments in this movie. Definitely, even without the songs, there are actually a few funny moments, but it definitely wasn't laugh out loud funny. I just remember, these bits of jokes that just are dashing through the movie. There was this one joke here and another 10 minutes of talking, with another joke there and another 10 minutes of talking. It's just it doesn't I mean, it's flowing well as a story, but not flowing well as much of a comedy. Like, I think that's what it was going for. It was just going for this kind of slow, but also kind of simple comedy. It's not trying to be like super, super funny, but it is a really funny movie. And I do think that people, if you've never seen the show, you can get into this movie. Honestly, I feel I got into it as much as I could. I don't think it's personally for me. I didn't laugh out loud. Maybe other people really laughed out loud when they saw the movie, but yeah, honestly, I thought the movie was all right. It's nothing bad. I think it's legit funny. I like the characters. The story, well, kind of basically just kind of a silly, but whatever story that, they could pull out, it was, legit good for, all right, nothing special. It's definitely not going to be like an Oscar winning movie. I obviously then it's not going to go for that. But yeah, you know what? It was, a nice time. And I think, most people who are a fan, if you're a fan, you'll probably love this movie. But if you're not, you'll think it's pretty all right. So yeah, the Roger D. Stars signing out.